Welcome back, dudes. It's Garrett from Reaction Hacks, and today we're checking out the best wins and fails of 2021. Starting off with this monkey who's being shown a magic trick. Now, if you guys don't know, monkeys are pretty smart. As you can see, he puts it in a cup, he shakes it around, he puts it underneath, drops something inside. He shows the monkey that inside, there's nothing in the cup. And the monkey absolutely freaking loses his mind. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how that's so crazy funny, but monkeys are just really smart animals. Like, they're incredibly smart, but he found that to be the most funny thing he's ever seen in his entire life. And I absolutely love how genuinely nice that is. It's good to see, okay? It's really funny. I'm not here to create a war whether cats or dogs are better, but at the end of the day, there is a little war between cats and dogs. And as you guys know, cats don't like dogs most of the time, and dogs don't like cats. But this TikTok really solidifies that statement because it gets a little intense in this house. As you can see, the dog is just outside, and the cat is up to no good because the cat has way too much power. He's on the inside. He decides, well, I'm gonna close the door on the dog. Yeah, that just happened. Now, the fact that the cat even knew how to do this is a little bit scary, especially if you've ever seen any animations like cats versus dogs. Yeah, or is it dogs versus cats? I don't remember, but regardless, they got some pretty big brains, just saying. It's pretty funny. Now, I said cats have big brains, but as you can see, there's a lion on TV and a cat in the house, and the lion goes down to attack, it looks like, and the cat freaks out. Now, I don't know if this cat really thought the lion was about to eat him, but he really did not like the fact that that lion got down on him, was like, "You're looking scrumptious." I actually like the fact that the cat ran away because, as you know, if, like, an example, if there's like a mouse on TV, or if there's like a bird or a dog barking on TV, normally dogs in the houses go crazy. My dog here that we have at my apartment goes a little crazy when he hears other dogs barking. So this sort of makes sense to me. It is a little scary for a cat. He's probably traumatized now. This is a perfect description of a mom just doing way too much. Like, she's really trying to impress the high school. It looks like she's in like the gym and is like,
"Guys, don't worry. I used to be really cool in high school and very athletic. Look what I could do."
And well, she just, yeah, it's a teacher just trying to be cool. You know what? Shout out to all my teachers out there, all right? You're trying your best. These girls are out here trying to get the best Instagram shots, and as you can see, it just does not go according to plan. They completely just eat it. Like, she's like at the beginning, like, smile, smile. It goes terribly wrong for them. Like, it does not go well. But they tried their best to look cool, and ultimately, yeah, ended up just absolutely eating it. And it's pretty sad, to be honest. Okay, she's playing with her cute dog. Oh! Okay, well, you know what? That did not go according to plan at all. Like, not even close. In the beginning, you can hear her say, "No." She's like, "No, dog," and then she eats it. I'm not sure if that's karma, but you should have been nicer to your dog, lady. That's what happens when you're mean to the animals. They know how to come and get you. She didn't lift her leg high enough and absolutely ate it. And sadly, I've been there before. I know what it's like. Speaking of animals, this dog is just absolutely... Wait a second, dudes. Okay, so first things first, I have to admit I snore, okay? I'm a snorer. My girlfriend tells me all the time I snore too loud. But you know what? She puts up with me because she loves me. And sometimes when my neck's the wrong way, I snore, and then she has to push me, so then I stop snoring. It's a whole process we go through. Regardless, I don't think I sound like this when I snore, because this dog is literally like making barking sounds while he's snoring, even though I talk in my sleep, which I guess would be similar to barking because dogs can't talk. Oh God, am I a dog? Oh geez, I am this dog. Oh God. Oh man. I'm not the type of guy that would have cameras in my house, but some people have cameras in their house for protection to make sure, like, if anything goes wrong in the house, you know, they're safe, etc., etc. This person has a camera in their house and they caught some really weird footage. As you can see, we have a cat that's hopping around. Like, literally. Like, I'm not really sure like what's going on here. It's almost like the cat knew that the camera was there and he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just do a dance for my owners. Even though the guy sitting in the background like drinking milk, this cat is like doing his thing. He's just living his best life. And actually, I'm a little jealous because not only is this house super nice, but the cat's also just having a great old time. He just turned into a kangaroo. He's like, you know what? F this. I'm going to be a kangaroo and no one can stop me. And he's right. No one can stop him. He's living his best kangaroo life. This next clip is mom's just doing the most. As you can see, this mom is currently outside her house in the backyard, wheelbarrowing. It looks like some bricks, and she absolutely eats it. But she's okay. She didn't get hurt, right? The wheelbarrow, by the way, not sure who taught her how to use a wheelbarrow, but that's not how it's done. You're supposed to push it forward because it's way easier that way. If you pull it like that, then you're more likely to trip on the back, and that's exactly what she did. Trust me. I'm a YouTuber. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Construction my whole life. And yet here we have another mom just doing the most, playing Uno cards, which I think this is Spoons, the game Spoons where you have to collect spoons. But like, she goes so crazy with it that she absolutely fumbles the bag and just eats it. Like, she falls off her chair, embarrasses herself, grabs more than one spoon. It's an absolute disaster. Like, I'm not sure whose mom this is, but someone come help your mom because she's doing a little bit too much to fit in with the kids. And I feel like when you get older, it gets to that point where you want to fit in with more kids. And yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles. As someone who wears hats, I know this guy's feels. Clearly he dropped his hat, he's trying to get it, but I don't understand why he's doing that. And he knew this was like a blowhole. This isn't a whale, by the way. It's just a little hole where, you know, air comes out of it. It's like an air pocket, right? But here's the thing. He put his hat there so then he can grab it as it comes up. And then he thought he could grab it, but then he completely missed because his reflexes aren't quick like a ninja like mine are. So, if I was there, I would have caught the hat. But see, this guy just can't do it. He missed. He's not that good. He's not as good as me. Speaking of people not as good as me, as you can see here, this guy's doing VR. And I'm a little confused because his job was pretty simple. You know, do VR stuff. Somehow he went from here to here. How do you punch yourself in the face playing VR? How does that happen? It's almost like you have to punch yourself. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I don't understand. I've played VR. I've played many VR games. I enjoy VR. I've actually never owned a VR headset, but I've played at a friend's house multiple times. I contemplated getting a VR headset once though. It's just a little complicated setup when you don't have a lot of space. Regardless, this guy had to really go out of his way to punch himself, and he did just that. Literally just punch himself in the face. And I guess that's okay. If you guys are new to my channel, you may not know that I absolutely love baked goods. The problem is I can't eat everything. The reason why is I have allergies to egg yolk, wheat, gluten, and so many more problems. Like sugarcane. Can't have those things either. But this little girl is baking with her family, it looks like. And as you can see, she's just having a grand old time until she drops the bowl of eggs into what it seems like the other bowl that the egg should not be in. But here's the thing, when she pulls it out, there's like leaves coming out of it. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but there was a whole lot of something happening that I think she was embarrassed about. And her mom that she was doing it with was also just like, how is this possible? But it is, and it happened. You ever go to your favorite burger joint and want to show off your burger like this girl right here and then end up dropping it on your lap because, well, you weren't paying attention? It happens too often. And honestly, I love burgers. And this has happened to me where you're trying to get a good picture for the gram, like, hey, and then you drop your food on your lap. And yes, it's happened to me, and I'm embarrassed to say it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do for the gram. All right. It just happens, and you got to live with that and move on. Because if you don't, you're going to live in this really weird situation and always be embarrassed by your actions. Don't be embarrassed. Live up to what you're, just do you, okay? After long days of work, this guy gets home to some birds attacking him and then a bird getting into his car. I don't even know how this is possible, but for some reason, the bird decided,
Yo, that's that dude from last week that didn't feed us his french fries.
So they just swooped in and started attacking. And honestly, it's pretty terrifying because once crows hate you, they always hate you, legitimately. Like, once crows don't like you, they will forever hate you. It's actually insane. Crows are the craziest birds. Regardless, this guy did something to piss these birds off, and these guys came in to attack. And little did the birds know, he had a trick up his sleeve, and he trapped them in his car. Now, I hope the birds, launched their ultimate plan and pooped in this guy's car. I don't think they did because they were freaking out that they were locked in the car. So he went around and let them free, and that's the end of the crow story for me. I should be a rapper. This guy's outside doing some yard work and yep. He sprays himself with the hose. He doesn't even know what's happening, you know? He puts it back down. Next thing you know, blah, just gets wet again multiple times. This is all caught on his nest. There you go. He had to place it down slowly. It's like almost he was surprised that every time he dropped it on the handle, it was spraying him in the... Dude, you literally dropped it on the handle every time. It's like he was like not even using his brain. He's like, how was this happening? I don't understand. He just wasn't even thinking about it. It was just naturally happening for him. Ah, it's such a beautiful day to water our garden. Let's hose it down. And yep, maybe it shouldn't go in the face. She literally just sprayed herself with the hose in her face. What is up with people with hoses? They're just struggling to use them? Now, personally, I'm not a guy that has kids yet. Hopefully one day I might get lucky or unlucky. We'll see what happens. But as you can see, these kids are having the time of their life and they're going up these stairs and whoops, accidents happen. He dropped the picture. It's okay. Don't worry. But then he does it again. How? Listen, all right, kids, they don't know better. All right, you gotta, teach them what the do's and don'ts. Obviously, you shouldn't be grabbing onto the side of the wall that has the pictures, little Jimmy. You can't do that. But it's funny because he looks back and he's like, oh, dang. And he was going to just dip. He was like, yo, forget this. I'm not even going to pay attention to the fact that the first picture failed. The second picture fell, and I'm not even going to bother about that one either. The dude was in his own world. He was just thinking about NASCAR and freaking Hot Wheels. And like,
I'm gonna live my best life.
this guy's out here on pool day. He's going to clean his pool, grabs his necessary tools, sees a bee, and falls in the water. Listen, this guy better have been deathly afraid of bees. The fact that he saw the bee was like, ah, and then fell like that, it's listen, don't show this to any girl you may be talking to, any guy you may be friends with or talking to, whichever way you may, float your boat. Don't let them know that you're scared of a little bee. Unless you're deathly allergic to it, I don't want to see you freaking out over some tiny little insect like this because it's quite embarrassing. Just saying.